Friends, good morning. Yesterday I gave you one assignment regarding searching values in a data frame. Here the solution of that assignment is you have to create pandas object, then dictionary. Here we are using dictionary, but if you like you can access the data from text file or CSV file or any another source. In this dictionary we are having two keys as column, name and class, with some values assigned to name and class, and then after that dictionary is being passed inside the data frame method to create the data frame. Then after we modify that data frame with the help of sort underscore values method to sort data according to class in ascending order. By default it will arrange in ascending order. If we want in descending order, in that case we will have to pass second argument of sort underscore values with the specification ascending equal, and inside square bracket we will mention true or false, true for ascending order and false for descending order. It will arrange the data in ascending order because we are not specifying its second argument ascending. So data frame df will be changed to sorted data. If we display the data of df, it will display in arranged manner. Now we apply condition over class and change a new series chg equal data frames class equal. It means it is checking the condition where class matches with 11 will be assigned to chg object, and that chg object can be used to compare the values to filter the data. Here we are using next method, that is where df dot where means inside data frame condition is like where inside bracket we are mentioning chg. Here chg's meaning is where class equal 11. We cannot directly apply condition just similar to if statement 1 to 1 value. Here we are applying condition with the help of one object, that is chg, which hold multiple values. So it will return only those value which matches with where class equal 11, otherwise it will return not a number value. Now if we display the value of df, it will display the value of students where class equal 11. Now execute the same program. It is having some trouble. Well, student, you can try it yourself. It is freshly loaded, that's why its data will be removed. Supposed to, okay, it's not removed. So student, you can find, I again execute the same program. Here it is executing its output. First print statement display the data in ascending order, that is ascending order according to the class, because our data is 12 class, then 11, then 12, so it's not in arranged manner. And if we apply sort underscore value, it arranges the data in ascending order of class. So then first 11 class student, then 12, then 12. Okay, now we make our one condition, apply one condition, that class equal 11, and search the data where class equal 11, df dot where chg means class equal 11. It will search the data of class 11 and will display the data belonging to class 11 only. So students, in this manner we can search the value inside data frame. One another method we can apply that can compare one-to-one value, that is iteration manner, which we learned in our previous class, how to iterate over data frame values, data frame rows. From iter method we can extract data one by one and can compare value one by one, but this one is easier method and quicker method. Okay students, now we move towards our another topic. Here again I repeat our previous topic, how to iterate over the rows. Here you are finding 4 index comma row in df1 dot iter rows. It will return one by one rows and its index position. If we want to display the value, we can use print statement, and in row we will have to mention the column name, means values whose data to be shown, column its data on particular index position is to be shown. Here we are mentioning name, so first name will be displayed, then age will be displayed, and it will continue till the last row. So you have to remember one method, that is iter rows. Iter means iteration over rows, and it is being called, and it can be called with the help of data frame only, because it is available inside the data frame class. You cannot directly call iter rows without data frame. Okay, so it's very easy method to iterate over data frames data without seeing that we have reached at the last position, last rows or not. It will automatically terminate the loop at the end of the data frame. Okay student, our next method, which is in our syllabus, we are learning only according to the syllabus, not more than that, and that is sufficient for us. There are two methods, head and tail, which are available with series also. Head method is used to extract some part of the beginning of the data frame. It means suppose we are having 10 rows in a data frame and we want to extract only 4 rows, 4 first rows, topmost rows of data frame. In that case we will have to use head method. And if we want to access last rows, last 4 rows, last 3 rows, like that, in that case we will have to use tail method. So student, we try here to use the head method. Here you are finding that D is the dictionary, where name, age and rating are the keys, means that will be used as a column inside data frame. And some series, here we can directly use list also to put some values under name and then age and then rating. So some values are inserted under these columns. Then after we create the data frame with the help of this D object, that dictionary object, and if we display this df, it will display all the rows, all the values of data frame. Now we want to access only first two rows, topmost rows. That can be done with the help of df dot head 2. Okay student, now I do it practically. Okay, now I write, suppose in this program I make change, remove additional part of this program for our practice purpose. To access, I create another data frame with R name. Now I apply df dot head of 1, and now I display the value of print and R. Now I execute the program, what it should do. Okay, here we are displaying two times values. First of df, it is displaying all the values. Then after we are writing df dot head of 1, it is displaying first one, because we have mentioned first row only. If I write here 2 and then execute the program, it should display 2 rows. Okay, it's displaying only 2 rows. So student, it is very easy to access some part of data frames values. Okay, student, now we again practice LOC method. LOC means accessing the value of specific location with the help of label only. Here one data frame is there, and with 8 values, and with the column name there are 4 columns. And if we want to access the value of a specific column, that can be done with the help of LOC method. Here we are mentioning two part, colon sign, then comma, and then a. So it will display, because we are not mentioning here label. There can be two labels, before colon sign and after colon sign. Before colon sign mention beginning, and after colon sign shows ending position. Because we are not mentioning, it means all the labels. And comma part, and then after we are mentioning a sign here. A is a column name, so it will display all the values of column A. So with the help of LOC method, we can access not only a specific label position value, we can apply it in our data frame for any specific column also, which is being done here. Okay students, thank you for today's. Thank you.